In the zone. What's going on, y'all? Bunny Chaff here. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon FireRed. Last time we took two paths to get to one city. One was pretty quick, a nice downhill bike ride with a lot of trainers, and the other one was bloated with more trainers and more hell to get through. This time, we're going to finally see what awaits us beyond this overpass. Before we do that, anytime we see this one of these places, we got to go upstairs and check out what is up here. I remember me and one of the aids. 50 species of Pokemon, I'll give you the XP share. The XP share will divide experience given. Okay, so it's an item that you give to one of your Pokemon, and you can keep them in the back of your party and they'll gain experience. Basically what happens is that it divides experience that the Pokemon up front gets by half and gives it to the other Pokemon. So it's pretty nice when you gotta train up a Pokemon. Anyways, we're here in Fuchsia City! But before we explore here, I got a couple of errands to run that I accidentally missed or left out. So let's start with the one near Celadon. Celadon's overpass greets us with another aid. If we've collected 40 species of Pokemon, it will give us the amulet coin. I think we have enough for that? No, we only had 32. Balls. What that does, that doubles the prize money given to us during battles. Whoever wields it. I really need to get better at explaining things. Held item, you give it to your Pokemon, whatever. And if that Pokemon is sent out into battle, it will double the prize money that you get. Jesus Christ. Great for grinding cash, especially with the VS Seeker. And so you can get TMs from the game corner. Anyways, next one is by Vermilion City. Okay. The underpass, or whatever this thing is called, to the right of Vermilion City, well, on Route 11. Go upstairs, we have another aid for us. If you've caught 30 or more Pokemon, you'll get the item finder. So this is a key item. Basically what it does is that if you select it, it will sound off an alarm if there's a machine or a hidden item nearby. This is an important item to get. I think this is an important thing to have to get an exclusive item only found by it. If that makes sense. Here, I'll show it to you. So right here, if you remember, or if you saw it, we had a Snorlax right here. So if I were to... Let's see, where is it? Right here. Use the item finder here. What? Was it not right here? Yeah, right here, okay. Shaking wildly, there's an item buried underfoot. We dug up one leftovers. So, this is the only way you can get a leftovers in this game, from my knowledge. And then if we go back to Celadon City to where the other Snorlax was, we should be able to find another thing of leftovers. Yeah, you can't get this by, like, knowing... I mean, like, yeah, you saw where it was, right? But you can't get it without the item finder. Like, you've seen me get hidden items without the item finder. Well, this one, you have to have it. It's really dumb. But, you know, whatever. It's really nice to have two leftovers. What they do is that they heal 1/16 of your HP after every turn. So if you got something tanky or you just want some good recovery on a Pokemon, it is a fantastic item to have on any Pokemon. Anyone. It doesn't matter if they're bulky or not. If you don't have an item for a Pokemon and you want one, give them the leftovers. I'm gonna give one to... Sorry, not use. I'm gonna give one to Big Jim and... Ooh, I don't know. It's kind of tough. We'll give it to Kingpin. So that's dope. Alright, now we're gonna fly all the way back to the lovely Fuchsia City. so we can check out what this place has. Lovely Fuchsia City, of course, has a Pokemon Center for us, and a gym. So we'll have to challenge that as soon as we can. Let's see. This is Bill's grandfather. They don't have anything important for us. I believe it's the one next door here. Yes. This guy is the move deleter. Exclusive to FireRed and Leaf Green, was not in the original. If you have an HM move that you want off of your Pokemon, go to the move deleter and he'll delete it lickety-split. That is the only way to delete HM moves. I mean, you can use them to delete regular moves too, but like, why would you do that when you can just teach a Pokemon another move instead? Oh, hello. This guy's important for later. So, I think that's it for at least the main, not really the main things. There's one more thing we can do here in Fuchsia City besides the gym, and I should be able to knock it out pretty quickly. We go past these trees. Around the city, you can find little animal sanctuary exhibit things, kind of like a zoo. Little habitats, and you can just check out the Pokemon that are there. You do need cut to get through a chunk of this place. I mean, I don't think so for the Pokemon, do you? Okay, I think you... Yeah, it looks like you do need cut to get to the Pokemon. Really annoying, so make sure you have a cut Pokemon on hand. So go up here, and... Welcome to the Safari Zone! Just $500 and you can play the Safari game. So what this is that this is a place where you can catch certain Pokemon that you can't find out in the normal routes. Well, I mean, there's some that you can, but don't worry about those. So, let me see if I can run into one of these exclusive Safari Zone Pokemon. I mean, this is kind of... Well, I mean, you can get one from a trade, and I already caught one. So, you got a couple options here for catching Pokemon. You can throw a ball at it. Safari Balls, I believe, are just normal Pokeballs, but they're reskinned. They're only exclusive to the Safari Zone, so you can't get them out in a mart or in the wild. Bait, what that does, it makes a Pokemon easier to catch, but more likely to run. Throwing a rock at it will make them harder to catch, but less likely to run. Yeah, and then you can just run yourself. You get 30. If you run out of Safari Balls, you get booted. If you meet the required number of steps, so you have a total of 600 steps here in the Safari Zone. If you reach that limit, then you're also kicked. You can also just retire if you don't want to be here anymore. There's a side quest we have to do. Well, yeah, you have to do it because you can't navigate through Kanto without it. Oh, it's actually... No. Yeah, no, it's only... It's like one or two things. There's two things in here that you need to grab. But one of them is... Well, both of them are really important. I don't know what I'm saying. Just follow along. Get a leaf stone there so you can evolve your... yeah, you can evolve your Weeping Bells and Glooms. Sunny Day. Really nice. Sets up the sun for 5 turns. That boosts fire-type moves and gives Solar Beam 1-turn charge, so you can use it immediately instead of waiting. And Pokemon with the ability Chlorophyll can get their speed doubled. So Victory Bell, or yeah, the Victory Bell family and the Vileplume family can have double speed. It's really good, but like I said, double-edged sword. Oh, it also weakens water-type attacks. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword if you're going to give it to one of your Pokemon. Thankfully, it only lasts 5 turns. So, yeah.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Execute. I wish I had repels. Oh! Oh my god! Oh! 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 I don't have battle animations on. I forgot about that. But ball. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! So that is Execute. You can normally find these here, but why was it a different color? That is because it's a shiny Pokemon. Shiny Pokemon were introduced in Gen 2 when colors were basically introduced in the Pokemon world. And is a in this game, it is a 1 in 8,192 chance of happening. Later down the road, it got to 1 in 4,000. I don't give a shit. That is fucking cool. Holy shit. That is the coolest thing that's happened. Oh, I don't plan to use one on my team because I already got a Psychic type, but I'm gonna make it a member, unofficial member in a way. Oh my god. Oh, oh, I don't have a nickname for it yet. I'll think of one. I'll think of one later. Oh my god, that is so rare. I mean, executes are too terribly rare here. I think they're like 10% chance, maybe 15% chance. There's another one. Okay, so they're not the rarest thing, but they're uncommon. That is insane. I think I'm missing some items down there, but that's okay. There's a thing we gotta get to explore more of this place, and I might show that in a later episode. Oh my god, okay, Execute as a Pokemon, it's interesting. It's really slow and pretty good in physical defense. It takes a long time to level up because of its XP growth. That's a quick claw. Um, Execute evolves through Leaf Stone, and it is a unique type of Grass Psychic. Uh, it was really, really good in Generation 1. I mean, even though it didn't have many Grass type moves to use, it was still really good because the physical special split hadn't happened yet and had a special stat of 125. After the special split, it lost a whole bunch of special defense and now has like base 65 special defense with a base 125 special attack. Uh, yeah, it's really, really strong. It's just slow, and the Grass Psychic type kind of gives it quite a bit of weaknesses, and especially a quad weakness to Bug, but it really doesn't matter still in these games because Bug types are still pretty ass and they don't learn many moves. There's only like one truly scary Bug type move to worry about, and you won't be coming across that for a long time. So if you want to execute, it's a great user of Solar Beam because it also has Chlorophyll for an ability. I give it Psychic, of course, because it doesn't learn it naturally. It learns a lot of status moves like Hypnosis, Sleep Powder, Stun Spore. It is a great, I'd say it's a pretty solid member, great member for any team that's looking for a Grass type or a Psychic type. You just have to you're just gonna have to train it for a bit. Oh my god. Okay, so some of the other items I just came across. Quick Claw, what that does, it's, it allows, it gives you a chance to move faster than your opponents. Um, so if you got a slower Pokemon, give it the Quick Claw, and you can have it outspeed your opponent like once in a while. The TM that I found was TM47 Steel Wing. It's a nice little Steel type move to have for your flying types. Gives them coverage against the Rock and Ice type attackers out there, and it has a chance to raise your defense. Here we got a key item in Gold Teeth. If you remember that Warden. Oh no, we were right there to the end! Damn it. If you remember, we saw that Warden who we couldn't understand what he was saying because I don't know, he could have been drunk, but no, he was just missing his teeth. Jesus, I just can't get over the fact that I found a shiny Pokemon in my fucking FireRed Let's Play that I'm just doing here for fun. That's awesome. That's so fun. That's a good sign. That's a good sign for the future. I'm gonna cut the rest out until we get back to where we are. Oh my god. I also wanted to mention, the Safari Zone has like different zones or areas to it, and they all wield like slightly different encounters. Some you won't find in certain zones, so it's good to just look that up and keep an eye on that. Let's see, what else can I say? Oh, the music here is basically the evolution theme. So when you're evolving your Pokemon, at least that's what it sounds like to me. Very, very similar. Anyways, back to me getting lost around here. Oh! Oh, okay. Not a shiny Pokemon, but this is like a 1% encounter. Tauros. Fantastic normal type. Really great in Gen 1 in the original games. It was the king of competitive in Generation 1. And then it kind of fell off throughout the years. It's really unfortunate. My only problem with Tauros, it lost a good chunk of special attack because of the physical special split, so it can't really use a lot of those. Well, it can't use any of those special attacks that it gets. That it gets through TMs and HM or not. Well, yeah, and HMs too, because I think it gets Surf. I think I could be wrong. Um, but yeah, so Tauros really great competitively in one generation, then it kind of just started falling off more and more, and kind of just became a low tier lifer, and then I think it just kind of fell off completely. But that thing, it's really fast, a really heavy hitter, and such a great user of Hyper Beam too, because of how funky Hyper Beam worked in those games. Hyper Beam basically instead of how it is now, where once you use it, you have to recharge afterwards. If you knock out the opponent's Pokemon with Hyper Beam, you don't have to worry about the recharge turn. It's TM32 double team. So Tauros with Hyper Beam was fucking gnarly. Well, any strong normal type with Hyper Beam, like my Snorlax, really good with Hyper Beam, and Hyper Beam was just really good in those games. Now it's been nerfed a lot. Well, not really a lot, but it's pretty substantial to where it's not used competitively unless on the meme set. But yeah, Tauros really good. Almost thought about using it, but since you really can't use much for TMs on it. I mean, like you can. There's a lot. It learns a lot of moves, but a lot of those moves it doesn't do worth the squat with because of its piss poor special attack. Like it went from base 70 special in Gen 1 to now 40. So you really can't do much with it. But you could try. Don't get me wrong. And it gets some good ability. It gets a good ability in Intimidate now. So -1 attack on physical attackers, really, really helpful. Anyways, I found the TM for double team there that raises evasiveness, so you can make your opponent's moves miss more. And here, this is the other thing that we need. Basically, the only two things that you need from this area is the Gold Teeth and HMO3 Surf. This is the best water type attack you can get. Well, besides Hydro Pump, but you only get that on certain Pokemon when they level up in the high levels. This is the most consistent, quite powerful, and possibly the best HM move ever. Uh, this is like the one that most people won't complain too much about when they get as an HM, because it is a base 9500 accuracy water type move this early on. And look at the Pokemon that can learn it. Big Jim can learn it, and Kingpin. I'm gonna give it to Kingpin for the time being, because we don't have a normal type, we don't have a water type yet, and Water Pulse has not been doing much damage, so time for a move upgrade. And plus, it just helps not having to swap out a bunch of party members around for other HM slaves. So that's awesome. Alright, so we got everything that we need in the Safari Zone. I will go back in there later, at a later time, to get all the items in it, but at this moment, I'm gonna give the Warden his teeth back. Alright, let's give him his gold teeth. Ugh. That's gotta be like really slimy to have grabbed and dirty, and he just popped that thing in his mouth. That was on like sand or whatever. Ooh. Thanks, son, you're a real lifesaver. No one could understand a word that I said, not a one. I was too ashamed to show my face around the office, even. Let me give you something for your trouble. We received HMO4 not rocks, strength. Inside HMO4, you'll find strength. It lets Pokemon move boulders when you're outside of battle. Oh yes, did you find the secret house in the Safari Zone? I did. So we got possibly the next best HM move, kinda. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's not like Surf levels of greatness. But it's pretty solid for a normal type attack. Strength, base 80, 100 accuracy. Nothing can go wrong with that. It's a great, consistent normal type move. I mean, if you got a normal type attacker that can't use return at the moment, and it doesn't get any other good normal type moves upon level up, use strength. It's slightly better than secret power, but the only cost is that you have to go get rid of it manually or physically. You gotta get rid of it at a specific location, and you can't just get rid of it willy nilly. I'm not gonna give it to any of my Pokemon because Big Jim already has a strong normal type move. Kingpin's fine with secret power. Peter doesn't need it, and Fuzzy Wuzz does not need it either. So, time to see strength in action. What you do, you go up to one of these boulders. We do not have the gym badge for it. Alright, never mind. You go up to one of those boulders, you activate strength, and then you can just walk into those boulders and they'll move. Easy as pie. See, I'm looking at the time right now. Ooh, I don't want to make it like another Erica situation happen. I mean, we're ready. Oh, one more thing I did not mention yet. Fuzzy Wuzz, during that epic montage last episode, learned Cross Chop. Now, I could get rid of Brick Break for Cross Chop, but I didn't because I wanted something more consistent just in case. Cross Chop, 100 power, 80% accuracy with a high crit hit ratio, is a great fighting type move to have. Very consistent. Well, more consistent than some other stronger fighting type moves of its power, so it's good to have as a nice little power boost. And I gave my Mean Shockwave because I need something for water types and flying types. That's about it in terms of learning things. I mean, I did kind of show off Body Slam, gave him Brick Break, nothing changed with Kingpin, and Paris is Paris. You know what? In the meantime, I can start glazing more about our Shining Execute. Not Shining, Shiny Execute. God, it is so cool. I didn't think I'd actually get one to appear. But here it is. Here she is. Sassy nature. That's actually not a bad nature. It's already a slow Pokemon. So giving it more bulk is nice. But yeah, look at that. Got some great support moves. Leech Seeds, Stun Spore, Reflect, and a nice solid stab move. And it's not bad for the upcoming gym. I mean, it will struggle, unfortunately, and yeah, no, it will struggle because it's the next gym is super effective, but its psychic type attacks are super effective against it. So it's like a double-edged sword in that gym. If you want to fully evolve it, you can, because if I remember any of its moves, you're not gonna get too much better unless you're holding out for like something like Hypnosis or I think Sleep Powder. Other than that, you can give it good stuff through TM. Like you can get the TM Solar Beam for it. I don't think we have that yet. Nope. Giga Drain's a great user of that. Keep itself healthy. That would be like the one Pokemon I would give it to. Damn. Do I want to level it up more? I mean, I think it's pretty good on its own. I mean, I might be missing out on Sleep Powder. Hold on, let me double check something. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think I'd evolve it right now because Sleep Powder's at level 37, and it gets Solar Beam in like late 40s. You're really not gonna get too much better than what it has. I mean, when you fully evolve it, it does get another sleeping move, but you won't get it through level up. You'll have to go to a place called the Move Reminder. But we have not encountered such a thing yet, so let me put the little execute on here. And I got a Leaf Stone. So, you know what, let's end this episode off on a big high note. Let me see, yep, there it is. Let's use it. Our shiny Execute's evolving! Oh my god, this is so awesome! Do 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 do. Oh, it's an Executor! A shiny one too! So awesome. I'm so glad I was able to catch that on camera. And there we go. Also a great user of that Quick Claw we have, since it's super slow. Having it, giving it a chance to attack first once in a while, really nice. I mean, it won't play an animation like it does in the later games where it'll show you the item is activated. You'll just know when your Pokemon outspeeds, and you'll be like, whoa, okay, damn, that's so cool. We're gonna, yeah, unofficial team member, Executor. I'm gonna see if I can find a nickname for it, in between episodes maybe. So, anyways, next time on Pokemon Fire Red, we'll be taking on the next gym. See you guys next time. Good night, everybody.